Obeje Mwose. Let's give him a round of applause. Director Radio, Pastor Dr. Dan Omosusi. Let's also give him a round of applause. Also here is the Assistant General Manager of the Programs Division. Okosu. Let's give him a round of applause. Also see the manager admin here today, the person of Mrs. Julius I.C. Bonnie. Let's give her a round of applause also. We also have here present today among the management team of Independent Television and Radio, we have Mr. Lato, and he also is here. Let's give him a round of applause. Let's give her a round of applause. Mr. Kingsley Lato is the manager transmission of Independent Television and Radio, and we're also graced by several dignitaries here today. I hope you're not tired of clapping. Let's give a roaring round of applause. And now to proceed to the program today, without further ado, I'd like to call on the ED Operations Senior Elder Obeje Mwose to give us. He is representing the Managing Director of Independent Television and Radio, Engineer Elvis Obaseki. Let's give him a round of applause as we welcome him.
Good morning, everybody. You are welcome to our pre-independent lecture. As the anchor person has already said, I'm standing for the managing. Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed guests, and fellow Nigerians, on behalf of Independent Television and Radio, for the managing director, we reflect on our journey towards democratic maturity. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to emphasize the crucial role of electoral malpractices, including vote buying and result. Promote ethical reporting, fact-checking, and balanced coverage. Transparent and reflective of our collective.
Eastern land. Let's give him a roaring round of applause. Also, we have here the Vice Chancellor, Glorious Vision University, Ezekiel Asema. Let's give him a round of applause. Another dignitary here. Ehioge, I hope I got back to the name. I'm going to give it another try. Dr. Ehioge, West Idausa, PhD, Resources, Nigeria Limited. Their ADC Publicity Secretary. Another round of applause, please. Also, another round of applause, please. Also here today, in this other dignity legal matters. Let's give him a round of applause. Legal matters. Let's give him a round of applause. Comrade Roy Oro Babo. He is a public affairs analyst, and he is also and he is also gracing this auspicious And now that we've welcomed our dignitaries here in this occasion.
Before you today as a chairman of this year's ITV and Radio Pre-Independence Anniversary lecture. Our nation's journey towards independence. Nigeria's democracy has come a long way since independence. However, the issue of electoral integrity. The conduct of free, fair, and transparent elections is crucial to the survival of our democracy. Unfortunately, our electoral process has its operations. The Commission's ability to conduct credible elections will anchor Nigeria's democracy on electoral integrity requires a collective effort.
And up next, we'll take the keynote address by Professor Ezekiel. I will say, of Glorious Vision University. Let's give him a...
Good morning. This great day in the sense that we are having this occasion, pre-independent. For democracy to thrive, it must be based on credibility. The electorate. What about the citizens? What about the voters? Naira. That 2,000 is seen as a very big money. And if you collect your government or citizens, they have also right. We are getting it right. That one is for you to answer. And for us to play. It may interest us to know that in democracy, power, election, as we are doing this election, let us wait and see. How am I sure that it's still going to count this year? This year. How do the media handle it? How do the media handle the campaign? So the media must be able to produce that one. Must be able to produce that one is for you. The umpire, he did all sorts of wonders. After about 3-4 days, he said yes. Their family members. Corruption. Not until we are able to talk on our.
Dr. Aheli Westi Dahosa is a senior advocate of Nigeria and holds several degrees in law and public administration, in addition to a doctorate degree in policy. A prolific student union activist in his time, he was the public relations officer of the Students' Union Government University of Benin Union in 1982 to 1983, and a member of the Student Union Congress. As a bar activist, West Idahosa became General Secretary of the Nigerian Bar Association NBA Benin City branch in 1989, a position he held until he got involved in partisan politics in 1990. For 12 years, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I present to you our guest speaker for the 2025 ITV and Radio.
People didn't believe it because the big men in America were selling black people. It was the biggest trade. Older men like me would have cost very small amount of money because we can't walk. The young people were sold for high slavery in America. And so, when Lincoln defeated the Confederates, he came to the place that this nation under God shall have a new bed of freedom and have practiced democracy. How we practice democracy? The way it should practice. No, it's understanding. where the behavior of those who make it impossible for elections to be properly conducted. He was at the Mountain in Western region, with the entire of Western region, where the areas that are voting for the MCNC, as they call it, so that they get after. Now, I don't want to go too much into that, but there are people here whose parents or grandparents' reaction would be bad. Whereas today, is there democracy? Yes, there is democracy. But what kind of democracy do we have in Nigeria? The democracy we have has been defined by two people. One is the man that I highly respect. What he said, look, in Africa, those who obtain presidential, where you have a king, and so, he said to the world that what happens in African democracy is supernatural power. Everybody goes around looking for this material, not the people. In the process, the country is forgotten, people are forgotten. That is the kind of democracy he says that Africans operate. And then, this cannot take anybody anywhere. And that's why Africa is still where it is. Every day, because the time they were used and spent in developing their country, they use it to please an individual in the name of the economic governance. And one of my books, titled Democracy in Governance. Because you see, the point is, you already don't know, you can't talk to him, he's the demigod. Fine, there are no parliaments, you cannot consult, you just wake up as a policy, you don't even know that they go around here, what they want anybody. But if you travel around the country, every day you see meetings going on the streets, community people. So you can't talk about democracy. When you have no say in the policies of government, you don't have much challenge it. So to that extent, you get what you want. And they get what you want. So, who are the when people say praise God, everybody says hallelujah. The reason is because we all believe, oh, we won't tell this show. This is what we're going to do. We say hallelujah. Oh, we don't want to remove the example. You can buy food. So do you know who is the chairman of the Council of State? The president. And then before you appoint an election commissioner, all the political parties will be together. They will make their interviews. And it was easy for ANC to lose their seats in the last election. And the whole world was fighting for seats today. Fighting for seats today. I will still be fighting. Knowing that my work may speak for me. But it's not the case. So some of the best men hide away in Canada, French. The parliamentary committees across political parties, we got, and he was a non-partisan, and all staff must serve both. This committee deals directly with Parliament. This committee deals directly with Parliament, 14 of their forms go directly to because everybody 14 of their forms go directly to because everybody can see with their eyes open. Now, if we went by that model, for example, do you think you walk here looking at the way we behave in this country as it's happening? Will they listen to them? Will they allow them to aggregate their views? So, this is where I want to commend the late Justice Ifeoma Party. We must be happy next election. There were only two petitions. Only what he meant was it became a campaign issue. What he meant was it became a campaign issue. People were running from people. against the election conducted by the present INEC chairman. Secure the election, they want to give integrity to the election. I think what we always say of offending the law of the election. But the biggest problem is the results were handed over to him. When he saw his own results, and then he finally threw away the result that came without an option to find. He went very minimum number of years. He deserved more. But guess what? It is not in it around. Whose life is more important than the life of another? So it's the head of the act, important to the act. If you are rich, as one commentator said, somewhere, what is poverty anyway? It is a thing of the mind. Yes, there is poverty of lack of vision. It is also here. So, I would not like to be like that professor. I will make that INEC head. People keep talking about INEC does not have. If you say INEC does not have money, have you ever checked how much that INEC gets? Have you also checked what the other countries get? What the other countries get? 1.46 billion, 96, because as General they don't argue for. That was not what the table argued for. And our only Jeffrey Humphrey or whatever was arguing, you need to. Now, and has never been. From the days of Yakubu Wine, when all my views, which I think, and I'm just summarizing, I'm not reading my paper, I'm just summarizing, so that we can have a live interaction with the Electoral Commission. After all, they are the ones who are the actors. That's my first point. I won't repeat that because it's part of my recommendation. My second point is, I have said, be conducted in a free and fair atmosphere. But the biggest vehicle is whether the results coming from the units are seen by everybody. Those results. Do we see the results? Yeah. I can only be hoping that the ones of say and others, if they come, maybe they can bail me out. If they don't bail me out, that's what the people we have. Countries like Namibia, and I've been on their laptop, they are voting on their iPhone. Nigeria has an electronic handout. And then the results will be computed. And the results will be declared without the computer. I should try all over Benin. Because of your entity, okay? And have it. You can't choose what makes you stay in power and oppress others and refuse to acknowledge what you are saying to improve the quality of the world, which includes justice. Which is justice. So we have the other point that I also try to make beyond just electoral box showing results like I can, it is money spent by political parties. All of our parties are regulated. How does they spend money? In this country, they spend money in different places. For the rules. No, I'm not just talking about one candidate to spend. It doesn't happen anywhere else. Because in that way, you bring all types of money into the system. Drug money, London money, stolen money, come into the police system. And then by the end of the day, how do you control the big party? Mostly and repress this small party. How do you think of major choices? You pursue them there, and then you take the negotiation process. You don't raise the money. They will still vote, and they fulfill their choices. The electoral fund, according to the law, there is a limit. A man who wants a presidential government should not spend more money. The other point that I make as I work on is that to take a group of society, I will take a group of society, I will get a punishment. The other people should not be allowed to get a punishment. The other people should not be allowed to go near prosecuting election failure because go near prosecuting election failure because they are part of the they need behavior, they are part of the court ruled that they ought to go to school with the white students. The court marine troops, U.S. forces, they stormed the place from sea, land, and air. They applied the state, went straight to the school, opened the gate. The young was standing, he was protected for 21 days, and after which the gate declared that the president meant his business. And at the end of the day, he was tested in his class. So, and as we say, the law is what the judge says. If you can take somebody who is elected, so that's not about the business. It's a machine gun. And when you build a machine gun, to only those who are doing, why do the judges give you that they give? Why do they do it? As somebody who has had involvement in several elections, as a contestant, in election positions, I can give you a few reasons. The first, they use corruption, they threaten them, they use violence, they use all sorts of things. They order them, many judges are close to retire. So some people look at it. If I want to just live here, this is great for office. I might stand up, so some have 20 years off. I might have to be kept up like this. So that's the pressure of government, of officials, of judges. That's how it's condemned. And it's must stop. Go to church, I tell you. But go to the house. It's the second and those for the ages. It's the same thing. If you go on around, I know this one, I know this one, I know this one. That they gave the course of administration, and he was also. And I don't like the awareness. No. Because we have a powerful association. We have a association. That as a project. And the dignitary wants to do to have. And allow our association was resisted. We will never allow you to have. If you are when I was showing you how. What do you want to do? Because it's to the head. And I see the proposal that was down. This is the I don't use to tell me what I need to write. There's no use. So we can go ahead. And then, for the Lord have had the courage to say it is as it is. There is something that is in the future for them. They will like just shooting before the water. Like something from my force is secret law. Like if you don't know that is secret law. Because you look at the truth right in your face. So I urge my colleagues to understand this. Quest for the democracy to be credible and acceptable in our country. Also, we are going to democracy. If you move to look at forget what happened in politics, we are not there in the democracy. That's a summary. No, I say in democracy, it goes account. I believe it goes account. Nothing more.
Well, that was the guest lecture by Dr. Eke. Give him a round of applause. Yes, we're still right here at the 2025 ITV Independence Anniversary Public Lecture. We have His Royal Highness Alhaji Bako Ebiredelu Dogo. Give him a round of applause. Also, in this occasion, we've been joined by New Vision Women Worldwide Lead. She Ozua, the President and Founder, Ego Local Government Council Chairman. Also joining us here today on this auspicious, and also he is represented by Dr. Alari Enuma Edusa. A round of applause for him also. Also gracing this occasion, we have Comrade Justice Ndidi Utoha. He is the MD and CEO of Macfritz Global Investment Company, and he is represented by Oye Chukuma Conscience. A round of applause. Once again, a round of applause for all of us, patriotic citizens and stakeholders of Nigeria on this auspicious. And now, just as a pre-breather, we'd like to welcome the couple have a bit of fun on this very important occasion. Let's have you. to welcome to anchor the panelist discussion. Let's give him a round of applause.
The cultural troop one more time, give them a round of applause. I'm sure you pay very close attention. This dance is meant for a special breed of human beings, a special kind of ladies or women. To this dance, you will be very pernicious, ambitious, at the right places, and at the right. It can happen. I know the men understand what I'm talking about. Put your hands together for yourself. This event, the lecture has been delivered, and let's appreciate the guest speaker, Dr. Yomi Western Hausa, PhD. Also appreciate the keynote speaker, Professor Ezekiel Sesema, Vice Chancellor of Global University in Worldwide. Thank you very much. Thank you. All those who have supported this event, the MSCU, Dr. Joseph Abuluso is here, Mr. Daniel, please give them a round of applause. Ambassador, National President of the Independent Association is here, give them a round of applause. Dr. S.A.E. Omodoro, Esquire, thank you. His Royal Highness Makoki, thank you very much. Thank you. The Princess of New Vision, the next family. Thank you very much. Okay, let's go into the nitty-gritty of the session. We're going to be having panelists here that will speak to the issues, and then they also involve you, the audience, to make a contribution to Nigeria's development since independence. I hear people saying that there is no need to talk. Things can change in Nigeria. Most of the time I meet certain people, yes, people are listening, they are not hearing, because they are not listening. But we'll continue to talk, we'll continue to hate issues until we see changes. I like it or not, things are changing. It may not be, but if they get to a point where the rate of change will be faster, I will see more of the development and the path of peace, progress, and development we are building as a people. I want to especially appreciate esteemed people. Thank you for your appreciation. Okay, welcome. President Network of Civil Society Organizations of Nigeria. Keep clapping until the hands here. Keep clapping until the hands here. And as I said before, they are not going to be doing all the talking alone here. You, the other panelists, I think we need one more chair. Christopher Boncheco is supposed to be here. Please give him a round of applause. Keep clapping until you can see her. Okay, then the woman is coming. Yes, the woman is coming. Do we have a woman in the house? Okay, it's new vision leader. Can you join this panelist? Keep clapping for her. Okay, thank you very much. We truly appreciate you. And let's appreciate the VC Glorious. Thank you, bro. Okay, let's get started. Every century, since independence, the issues have always been no school, no health center, no water. All of those issues that we saw in campaigns, even while we were in our when we're talking about election, we're talking about governance, we're talking about democracy. In line with the guest lecture by our guest speaker and the presentations by our keynote speaker. Let me begin with you.
Thank you very much for the unique opportunity. I'm deeply honored. If you look at the star-studded Hello. The devil is a liar. Very good question, and I would like to answer it best I can. Speaker was concluding his lecture, and something stood out to me as I sat at the back, and that is, if we do not have an election where the votes of the people count, so that if we do not like the person we have elected to lead us in any capacity, we can excuse that person in the next. So, in attaining leadership, what we have now will be the only logical outcome, and that is, we can sit here all day and blame leadership, but there's another thing that also matters, and that is followership. I did a small research a couple of days ago because I wanted to include. We are a country in West Africa that has approximately 240 million people. 200 million people. The total votes of the last presidential election, plus the one you like, plus the one I like, plus the one you and I don't like, amounted to 24 million plus votes. And at 2022, again I am a mathematician, so I will approximately to 100 million in 2023 because they did one CVR before the election. If 4% of the population voted in the leadership we have today, the question I ask myself is that if you do not vote, who will vote? The people that take 10,000, 20,000 will end up voting. And when the election?
Let's give the secretary a round of applause. Okay, let's hand over to Princess. Pre-independence anniversary public lecture. But the question that I want to ask you, I want you to talk about is, we have this challenge. They say, in a sense, we have more women. And you see a lot of women who are very active in politics. But in terms of democracy and governance, using Nigeria as a case study, why is it that the number of women that are coming out for elective positions is quite low? And how do you think we can solve that problem?
Thank you very much. The reason that this is the reason we women, we came out now for our voice to be heard. Because the First Lady of Federal Republic of Nigeria, this time around, more women voice will be heard in politics. As a woman, I love it, and I believe that there are things that is not right, that not be putting into place. With my wisdom and what I've seen, I'm using my resources, the little one I have, governments, so that they can be able to take care of themselves and to be supportive to their family and to the state as large. So I believe that coming out as the next
Give her a round of applause. The lecturer, the practicing lawyer, and of course, the constitutional lawyer and human rights defender. Give us your take on the guest speaker and our keynote speaker. And what are your concerns about the trajectory of development of that?
Thank you so much, Son Jokes. You see, when the ladies and people are speaking, doctor, places and people are talking, I'm tired of listening because they are repeating what I have been said. But because it's far-reaching, the problem is that do we really have money for what we are saying? I remember some years ago, my late boss, can't find me, told me, the thing if you say it's things we change, you can't change them. Practices. Who really perpetrates it? We the electorate. We the masses. How many of you can stand up and say, I want and I want? This country, I never want anyone. Because my type of person is not yet right for you, don't let him. Who said the people ones are not yet right? I'm too hungry to come back. So if you choose your own leader, and then you blame the leadership, leadership are recruited among you. Yes, the people who are now with some begin to entertain widows now, all they want to get money. And when it comes to they are trying to say where they go, yeah. What's your problem? So I remember when I was president for the Senate in 2016, 15. Professor Mojugo was sitting that they won't come. What were they going to say? And do you know what? After all that I've said, oh, our former non-president, oh, you make it. I also know I'm not going to win. Because I know the type of election I was going to how can I win? I won't win. So I have no money to give them. But if we're to follow the law, the only one didn't bribe, and the only one did not cheat, I'm the only person who could have been but we haven't got there yet. We are too hungry. If the potentials are not changed, we never do the democracy again in your life. We don't have democracy. My little friends will have only have civilian rule. We don't have democracy. We don't have a state.
Thank you. We'd like to bring Dr. Alari in. Dr. Alari, say your thought with us. Dr. Helge Weston Hausa was very vocal when he was. You don't really care about whether it's a batch of party or not. It's more about the interest of the people. And today we are seeing legislators in the National Assembly whose only duty is to yawn and sleep, no bill, no law. They collect allowances and salaries at the end of the month. Let me get to take along those lines.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Presenter, Mr. Sonidi, for being chairman. Because I'm still trying to go back to the topic, to go around the topic, because truthfully, there is no way we can talk about democracy radio for this very well thought out topic.
ITV, oh
yeah! So, this height ought to be, and where he said it's like a man being a judge in his own case. I cannot remember the exact clause they used in our Nigeria Constitution. We need to review that aspect of it and look for a way to more partnership and make the process of the selection of the electoral umpire, which is mainly the chairman of a more a clearer process that will promote our electoral system in the electoral process. We also have to talk about the confidence people have in governance. Their participation in elections. So truthfully, the legislative arm of government is one regulations, policies, and laws for the people. And yes, I agree with you today that someone have his state today. He has left no stone unturned in ensuring that several bills are moving. Thank you very much.
Let's give you institution was very non-partisan. What we need to see it shift. It's not a graduate, it's now very vocal, confrontational, and expressive in its position in any political dispensation. How heavily is this democracy? What are your recommendations to change that?
Well, thank you very much. How in traditional rulers be vocal, where if you refuse, you will be disposed. That's the truth. But if you know what the culture is all about, if you go to a place like Kenya, the traditional institutions, yes. And if that is enrolled in the constitution, you will not see anybody. Everybody knows that if you go contrary to that, something else will happen. Just as a remember some years ago, people campaign, started praying, nobody will turn on it. As soon as you bring the traditional institute mechanism of family, we want the traditional to be sharing constitution, so that we also have a role to play. Last sister, if you to become a House of Assembly member, you know how much you are going to pay. To become a governor, billions of millions. How do you want that governor not to go into universities? Now, you will now see that what is going on now. The traditional institutes are really there. I was there when the gentleman asked me, are you a politician after the king? I said, yes. He said, how? I said, yes. Because when we refuse to tell ourselves the truth in Nigeria, that's the problem that I think I'm against my policy, but I'm still moving on with it. If Nigeria wants to be better, the traditional institute so that we bring about the country in order for people to be around before they go into the Thank you.
Society is part of the challenge in governance. What do you think of the same politicization of the civil society in terms of their roles in governance? And then talking about electoral.
Okay, thank you very much. I want to appreciate the previous speakers, and it's all about enlightening and transforming the mind of the people. Opposition, I've often argued that democracy of government without a virile and very active opposition. Now, if political opposition has failed or seems to be dwindling, the people's opposition is galvanized and mobilized by an intellectual power. Things cannot change.
I thought you were going to hands together for that.
In every Edo citizen is so strong to the extent that even the politicians know if you don't have power, why would they buy your votes? If you reserve as an electorate and as a citizen, we cannot put to check those who will not work for us. Then two, we must also have to understand that Nigeria today, or the electoral system and leadership, is not bad because Nigerian system today is bad because the good people in the system and in the country has refused to participate in the honorable guest speaker that gave us lecture today. Let's take, for example, some of the panelists that are here that have distinguished themselves in various fields. In 1999, when we came into democracy, a lot of persons, traditional, those who believe in other religions with integrity, they said politics was bad. with all kinds of characters, took part in politics and making decisions for the people today. What kind of decision do you think they'll make? They'll make decisions that reflect their characters. So, in leadership to change the narrative.
Thank you very much. Christopher Ochekere, for any elected position is the political party. But Nigeria's political party structure is saying today. I hear people say we don't have parties. All we have are just the mere association. Look at that as an issue and in line with the theme of this year's program on electoral integrity.
Each of the party has to deal with the same problems that you have in the country. The manifesto of the PDP cannot be any different from the manifesto of the ADC, for instance. So each political party will tell you the same kind of things that they want to solve. It's our culture at display. The culture that started from our progenitors. And that's why humanity deferred only to the monarchy. And the monarchy eventually has oriented to the new culture of allowing the people to take decisions. The people who are taking decisions today is still the monarchy. That's why someone described the present monarch as the Kabiyesi of Nigeria. And there were references. Some people say good men are not in politics, or the ADC is made up of bad angels. It is this same Nigeria, and I'm happy that there have been a lot of references to that here. It is when Buhari came in first, they said to us that Nigeria belongs to all of us, we're all here to salvage it. So easy to sit down and begin to criticize. It's the latest job in the world to do. In Nigeria, what we're looking for is solutions, not critics. We've done that for 66 years. So we want to change things. The fact is that things will never change until you get involved. So that's the fact.
So if you want to make a contribution, I can see Roy Oribabo's hands. I can also see the Vice Chancellor. Ayodele, thank you so much, Sui. I see your hand. And okay, I can see your hand too. So we'll come to all of you. I'll be very good. Did you hear him? Anyway, this is please, 1 minute, sir.
All right, thank you very much. I just want to talk about two issues. Say that, number one, we have corruption. Then it will be very difficult. That is one. Number two, women themselves say that Jibril came out, only one, she got only one vote. She voted for herself. And so, how do we resolve this? Not until your fellow women.
Sir Adam Saliu, then we'll go to Sui. Sir Adam Saliu. Okay, we'll have another statement there. Okay.
People are used now to be complaining and condemning the status quo. In 1979, when I see that one in the great families, it did not matter which party you voted for, what you did wrong. Your children cannot attend school, you cannot attend hospital. But these are the elements. Passing and what will not count, I will not do. We are elderly people and elderly here. Tell your people, your wife, your band,
my contribution is this. The type of democracy we are controlled by the military. And this is 1998 and 1999. Why can't our own
young man, 30 seconds, please.
What about you? You know, I'm so irritated when I look at different speakers. But when I look at Omo, I saw you did not win. And some people give you money and they will win. To go to the political parties to hold them by
It's not something that will call PPP from. And I think there's going to be people to buy 5. Where is the money going to?
We are the economists with the Nigerian Tribune. Thank you so much. In the future, so you have like young people here, students who want to make a contribution or ask a question, you are able to do that. Just we will give you the microphone. Anyone? Is there anyone? Students? Okay. Or I have someone that will maybe at the back. Give it to that lady to speak. Okay? Please introduce yourself.
The process of making those parameters because if they give options between two foods, you pick a better food. So why not also we pay attention to select in the selection process of those parameters? If we also look into that, you choose between bad and worse. We don't choose between good, better, yes. We don't choose between bad, worse, or worst. But we need to change that routine and we need to pay attention to that.
Thank you. Let's give him a round of applause. Comrade Owe Chukuma has contribution before we come to our panelists to give us
convicted. Now, why will a man be convicted? It must have been said to have gone wrong. And the wrong part of the Constitution, they should be reformed, they should rewrite the Constitution whatsoever. And if that Constitution to be able to write it, they will also write it in their own favor. So these are all part of this. It will also affect this.
Young student who spoke unfortunately to contest today, there is an age limit. You are less than 35, you cannot run for service. You are less than 40, you cannot.
Let's come back to our panelists to Idris. Okay, Idris. Thank you.
Seriously. And I am speaking, I am the youngest person here, and I am speaking to my demographic. If you are a young person, you say your skin is too soft, you can't come, you are alive, you can tell you can win and you cannot win without participating in the election. Your votes no dey count. I disagree with you vehemently. There is something called overwhelming an election. The election will be impossible to win. Just
Thank you very much. Some people are complaining about if they have gone to swear with their traditional things, nobody will eat and give us a go to play. Our role is to maintain that every state in Nigeria have a tradition that will everybody, because they know that you are a good man. But nobody will vote you because you don't have money. And don't protest again for now. Thank you.
What we have now is participatory. There is a clause in the Electoral Act as it is today that INEC still reserve stand that reforms alone will change our electoral system. INEC still reserve stand that reforms alone will change our electoral system. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Comrade Ujebere.
So you will notice that
Thank you very much, Comrade Ujebere.
So you will notice that the contribution of Idris, who is the youngest person here, and Obidi, who is the second youngest person, gain the experience to take over if you are not participating. Only after they've left office that they have solutions. What that proves that there is a solution.
And then we'll be here for our last segment of this event, which is the Appreciation Awards. Thank you very much for staying with us. We welcome you to the training. Give a round of applause. Now we have a group photograph going. Group photograph with our panelists quickly before we. Appreciate our cultural troupe for really entertaining us this afternoon. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, as part of our tradition in the hosting of the event to appreciate the ability those who have supported us, in one way or another for the actualization of this event. Once again, thanks to all our sponsors, time of wearing conglomerates with thriving interest in real estate development. His entrepreneurial reach extends beyond national boundaries with notable projects in the on the global stage. Mr. Ogemudi's business acumen finds expression not only in private development but also in government. He is currently spearheading the redevelopment of Alaba Rango, for standing with us and for being in churches to ensure the advancement of the gospel of our Lord Jesus Christ. We present to you, ladies and gentlemen, our
Era of information overload. You're inform, but to clarify, the lens through which the nation can see through our democracy clearly. Thank you for your commitment, President. Clearly. Thank you for your commitment. Thank you for resolving it. On behalf of myself and my company, I want to thank acknowledging us with this award. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Congratulations. Our next awardee is a human by every sense of the word, is also a passionate of the word, is also a passionate giver who has continued to make his imprint. Ambassador, Comrade Justice Ndidi Otohagwa is in
On behalf of the advisory board, management and staff of Independent
friend and brother, Comrade Justice Ndidi Otohagwa, Mastery Group, Comrade Justice Ndidi Otohagwa, Mastery Global Investment, the fact that he is also an aspirant, the top investors, votes. Everybody wants to participate in an election program.
I thank every one of you. And I say thank you very much. God bless you all.
He's a member representing your federal constituency, House of Representatives, right on
this award. Congratulations, sir.
It is both an honor and a privilege to stand before you today to receive this the distinguished member representing Orewa on the federal constituency at the National Assembly outside Edo State. As part of his legislative responsibilities, he asked me specifically to convey his gratitude to everyone who believes in the value of democracy, service, and nation building, independent, but also transparent and accountable. As always, advocated for
Gabriel Shehu Asema rose through the ranks to become a professor in 2016. And
good afternoon. I'm coming to give you all because in a society, of course, that society cannot move forward. So, on behalf of myself, my family,
if you would like all our leads to please, just hold your peace a little bit. We have to have our lead. Is a lot better on the list. Dr. Ehioge West-Pinahosa, senior activist in his time. He was the public relations activist in his time. He was the public relations officer of the civil union government.
Thank you very much. Let me use this opportunity to thank IT and thank all of you. In particular, let me also use the opportunity to thank my friend, Chief Gabriel, the father, His Excellency Dr. Ibu, and Buhari, who said cannot be deleted from the history of Benin forever and ever again. Importantly, pushing this message because it's the chief who organized the party where my father met my mother.
It's about the way. About the way. Please come on stage with your plaque for the group photograph.
Baba Soko.